Well, most children in the city are headed back to school today, and by 4 o'clock, most parents will want to know how that day went, but it can be hard to get information out of your kid. Health specialist Leah Sarich now on how to talk to your child about their day and why parents really need to ask.
You really need to ask for sure. Yeah, so my kid's starting school today. My little girl started grade 2 today. My little guy starts kindergarten tomorrow.
Oh, it's a big week.
It's a really big week, and you know, by the end of today, I'm really going to want to know how that day went. But you often get the response, oh, it was good. That's it.
That's it.
Right, and you just really want more from that. So first off, though, every child is going to be different. So every child, some child might be really excited to tell you something, someone might be really aloof. So it's really important that parents approach this as a conversation and not an interrogation, right? Yes. Don't jump on them and what's going on happen. So it's a conversation, and then as child psychiatrist Dr. Monique Jericho suggests, really be aware of your timing.
You may not want to start grilling your kid or asking them a number of questions the second they get into the car or the moment they get off the school bus. They may need some time to unwind. So what I would suggest is picking a quieter time, perhaps in the evening, or a time when your kid isn't hungry and isn't distracted, when you can actually sit down and have a meaningful, calm conversation with them. I would also suggest that you have the dialogue in a way that doesn't necessarily feel like a conversation, right? So maybe when something else is going on, you can ask some questions about their day.
Yeah, so one tip, she said, you know, while you're making supper maybe, or while maybe you're driving to soccer practice later on, would be a good time to sort of throw out a few questions. And then break it down. Don't ask them, how was your whole day? You know, break it down. Say maybe, what was the funniest part of your day? Or what was the most challenging part of your day? Something like that. It's about lowering the intensity of that conversation, which I know I'm very guilty of for sure.
Oh, I can understand how you'd want to jump in there.
Exactly. And especially with teenagers who can be a little tricky, they're particularly sensitive to the reactivity of their parents. So if they think you're going to freak out or explode, they're less likely to share. And that's not good, because what we really want to do is keep those lines of communication open.
Okay, what about younger kids?
Yeah, so they're different for sure. So Dr. Jericho suggests trying some of the conversations in a playful way. So she says, for example, sit down and draw some pictures with them. Get them to draw a picture about their day, and maybe they'll draw a picture of their new teacher or their new friend or something like that. Make it fun for them. Or she also suggests using a narrative approach, would be like storytelling. So you can say, oh, you know, Tommy went to school today, and what did Tommy do at school today? And then your little guy can say, well, I did this and I did that, just to make it more fun and more playful.
Right.
It's a good way to get information, and you can use those scenarios as a springboard for more information and more conversation. The point here is that you want to ask your child or teenager how the day went, because they need to know that you care.
What you don't want to do is have your child kind of go away thinking that you're not concerned or that you don't care about what their day was like. Because some children will be inclined to hold back or not share if they've had something difficult happen to them or something that they can't really explain. So that type of stuff can go underground. And so it's really important for them to know that you're available, that you're ready to listen, and that you're able to do that in a way that's non-reactive and that's really validating of their experience.
Yeah, so non-reactive and really validating. So it's about not being critical or judgmental. You're just listening. You want to understand what's going on in their lives. And remember, if you don't ask, you could be inadvertently signaling to your child that you don't care, and that we really don't want to do that. I don't think any parent would really want to do that. And what you also want to do is you want to signal to your child that you can handle what they're going to tell you, because if they think you can't handle it, that's going to create anxiety in your child. So it's about keeping that dialogue open, letting your child know that you're still for them, even though they're starting this independent part of their life.
Oh, that's great information, especially this time of year and today especially. Lots of excited kids and parents. More information on your blog.
Absolutely, all on my blog.
Okay, breakfasttelevision.ca. That's where you can find it. Heading back to school. The hockey season is about to start. I don't know if you've seen these kids.
They're so cute.
They're so cute, and that's where Mike Yanni is this morning. Mike?